back to the Ethics Bowl. And so we have with us today Dr. Nicolas Fillion, who is a professor of philosophy at Simon Fraser University. And his research is primarily set up or is primarily within logic and philosophy of science. He is also the lead organizer of the British Columbia Ethics Bowl and on the steering committee of the Canadian Ethics Bowl Consortium. Nick, what else can you tell us about the Ethics Bowl?
A lot of things. So first, thank you for organizing this event. And yeah, as the organizer, I was told you have to cover the boring part of the project, the technicalities. And I thought that's easy. I teach formal logic. I'm used to that. I mean, Amaya and Leo have already expressed why the Ethics Bowl is such a great event. And the event's really catching fire since it was introduced in Canada in 2015 by Estelle Lamoureux, who is somewhere in the audience. It's been growing. Now it's taking place in Manitoba, in British Columbia, in Alberta, in Ontario, and we're working with people across the country to bring it everywhere. It's also starting in China, in Ireland. It already exists in the United States. There are thousands and thousands of students taking part in the event. In British Columbia, we're now working with about 12, 13 schools, and we intend to grow it further. If you would be interested in taking part in the event, you just contact me and I'll make sure that everything is done properly. Now you might be wondering how expensive is it to take part in such a wonderful event? And so far we've been basically doing it for free. So there might be very small costs in the future as we grow, but for now, it's very easy. You just get in touch with me and we'll get things started. So you can write to me anytime. Events start to take place in the fall. And then we build up the training of all the participants. We start preparing the cases. We explain to participants how to prepare for the event. And then we organize a regional competition in early spring semester, normally in February. We bring, well, in non-pandemic time, we bring all the students to Burnaby Mountain so that they can enjoy the beautiful view that we have a nice visit on the university campus, which is often the first time for students taking part in the events. And then we even feed them pizza and other unhealthy things to make sure that their brains are working well for the debates. And then the teams that win the event and second place advance to the national, and Amaya has done it 3 times out of 3, so that's a pretty good batting average. And they go to Winnipeg, where the national final is held at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, and it's a very great experience. Okay. So let me just tell you a little bit more about the event. So the idea is that the Ethics Bowl differs from other debate competition in that we're not encouraging participants to just butt heads and clash arguments in a purely confrontational manner. Rather, we're trying to encourage them to work with each other and also to develop not just the logic part of critical thinking, but also the attitudes that are associated with having a constructive debate. So teams can agree on things, they don't have to disagree, but the importance is that we get a better understanding of the things that are at stake in those difficult debates. So, how many students do you need to get started, to get involved? Well, any group of 3 to 7 students can form a team. There can be more than 1 team per school. So if multiple teachers would like to assemble a school, that's great. Many schools form teams from a philosophy club or an ethics club or a debate club. And some other teachers actually use the ethics bowl to organize classroom activities, and they assemble a team on that basis. So it's very easy to integrate the ethics bowl in the classroom as an activity, but it's also very easy to integrate it in, what's the name? Parascolaire, sorry, sometimes I just have the word in French. Extracurricular, yes, sorry. It's very easy to do it in this way. So I believe I spent all my time. So